We're dividing monomials part 2 here, and we have earlier in this chapter we discussed the properties of multiplication with exponents, and that's these: the product property, the power property, and the product to a power. And then earlier in part 1 of this section, 6.5, we talked about the quotient property, the zero exponent property, and the quotient to a power. And so these are all summarized here. And maybe I should put some lines in here so that, because my text is not exactly straight. So something like that there, so that you can see what we've got. So if you want to, you can pause this and summarize these in your notes. Now we're going to summarize, or we're not going to summarize. We're going to do a few example expressions, work with a few example expressions, and simplify them using a combination of one or all of these properties. All right, so we'll simplify these two expressions here. So this first one, I've got a to the second raised to the third, and then that whole thing is divided by a to the fourth. So first I'm going to address this, and we've got a power of a power. So a to the second to the third is going to be a to the 2 times 3, and then we still have divided by a to the fourth. So a to the 2 times 3 is a to the 6th over a to the 4th. Now I have a common base here and here, so I can use my quotient of powers property, which states that we can, and I'm going to move this up here, so we get a to the 6 minus 4. I can subtract my exponents, and I get a to the 2nd. So that's the first one. Next one has a lot going on, but you just take it one little piece at a time, just use one property at a time. And I've got a power to a power again, a power to a power here, and then another power to a power here. So I'll start with the first power to a power. That'll be t to the 2 times 5 times, and then I can also do this t to the 4 times 2, and on the bottom, the denominator, I can do t to the 3 times 7. So this simplifies to t to the 10th times t to the 8th over t to the 21st. And now on the top I have a product of powers, and so that's going to be t to the 10 plus 8, because you add the exponents there, over t to the 21st. And then we'll move this up here. So I've got t to the 18th over t to the 21st. And now it's a quotient of powers, so I will subtract my exponents, and I get t to the negative 3rd. Now, as we said before, we have yet to work with negative exponents, so we will leave it like this for now. But pretty soon, we will have to address that negative exponent and fix it up and write it actually with a positive exponent, which we can do. But for now, we'll just leave it like that. All right, so here's two examples. We've got numbers in here now as well, or coefficients. I like to split up my numbers and my bases, my common bases, and I'll show you, it'll be what I'm talking about, it'll be more apparent over here on this one. But on this one, I like to split it up so it looks like 63 over 21 times x to the 9th over x to the 5th. Because I can take care of simplifying this now by itself, and then I can take care of simplifying this using my exponent properties. And so to simplify 63 over 21, I like to just write the prime factorization of my numbers, unless you know an easy way to, like if you recognize that they're common factors, or that they what their greatest common factor is, and you can just divide that out, that's totally fine. If not, then just write the prime factorization. So this 63 is 3 times 3 times 7, and 21 is 3 times 7, and then we still have times x to the 9th over x to the 5th. So this 3 will cancel with that 3, and that 7 will cancel with that 7. I'm just left with 1, 1, 1, 1, and a 3 on the top. So it's 3 times, and then this is x. This is a quotient of powers, x to the 9th over x to the 5th. So I'll subtract my exponents. So I get, here I get 3x to the 4th. Just like that. And then 45, a to the 6th, b to the 8th, over negative 15, a to the 10th, b to the 2nd. So I'll split these up, so I get 45 over negative 15 times a to the 6th over a to the 10th times b to the 8th, b to the 2nd. And then I'll simplify each of these individually, and then we'll multiply it back out when we're done. So 45 divided by negative 15, if you already know what that is, fantastic. You can go ahead and write the quotient there. If you don't, you can write the prime factorization of each. And don't forget there's a negative out here. So I just moved the negative out in front, which is okay to do. And we'll cancel. So I should be left with negative 3 there. And then I still have times a to the 6th over a to the 10th times b to the 8th over b to the 2nd. And so I've got 2 quotient of powers here. This will be, whoa. Sorry, computer got a little freaked out here on the iPad. So I've got a to the 6th over a to the 10th. So that would be a to the 6 minus 10 times b to the 8 minus 2. You get negative 3 times a to the negative 4th times b to the 6th. And again, we can rewrite this like this. We'll leave it like this for now, but in the future, we will fix up that negative exponent there, okay? All right, I think, let's see. That should do it for now. As far as examples, we can talk more about it in class. Let me know if you have questions. And hey, as always, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so that you'll be alerted to all of our wonderful upcoming videos.